All right, let's get going. Let's do a audio and visual check. I'm just getting over this cold, Baron. So you'll have to carry
Yeah,
a little bit of the load tonight. But I'm feeling a lot better. Feeling a lot better. Taking medicine,
that's
vitamins,
good.
sleep, recovery, and a little dose of Amazon. A little bit of dose of Amazon tonight. I seen
Oh,
it's up 13%, man.
did
What's
you
your
play earnings?
No, I wish. Obviously, I wish I did, but it's up 13% tonight. It's at $2.52 almost. But Dakota Sim says, I'm always sick. Well, you guys get to see me every single day. I'm here every single day at night
Rain or
or
shine?
on slow markets. So you get to see me when I'm healthy and see me when I'm sick. So give me a few seconds while I get a few things set up. Do you want to go over your long? You're long gold right now, Baron, while I
Yeah,
get a few
I'm
things set up.
I'm long gold. We did just have a passive order get filled. I just want this to break these highs again, head back up towards this like 65 region. See if we can get back up there. Where we rejected, this is a structure point, so I'd be open to even like pushing this up to like this 65 area. Maybe even see a run for 4,100 today, but we'll see. We'll see about that.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the markets throughout this afternoon, but let's get started. As always, everybody, welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota. To my left, your right is Baron, one of our top traders here at Topstep, and in the Topstep YouTube, in the YouTube in the YouTube chat, it's the Top Step risk disclosure. Everything that we go over is not financial advice. It's not a signals class. It's for educational purposes only. We know if you've been here for a while, you know and understand. Shout out anybody who is new. We have been hitting records. We have been hitting records all month here in slow markets on trading, on view counts, on likes, on all of the above. And let's keep the show on the road, man. You are in the gold long. I'm gonna run
Yeah,
through a
I've
regular
got
rapid
pretty tight
fire
risk
once you
on it.
finish that explanation.
Yeah, I've got pretty tight risk on it. There is a CVD divergence, so there was more sellers on this last push down than this previous push down, and we didn't make a new low. This has been uptrending quite a bit. We're at the lower VWAP band, and we saw a clean rally today and last night. So I'm kind of playing off that, looking for this to go back up to like 4100s, since it's that big psych level. But yeah, looking for this to break out tonight.
Looking at this for it to break out to the long side. It's at a decision zone. It really is. I'm going to run through the rapid fire and I'll explain why I like your trade. I'm long biased right now, gold as well. I've been talking about it for this week, just how I'm bullish gold. I'm in a longer term position, average price at 4,000. So I'm happy right now where gold is sitting at. So let's take a look, switch it over to my charts. And I'm going to review the Nasdaq breakdown on the Nasdaq. That's going to be a quick one, and then we'll go from there. Let me know if something changes in gold on your trade, Baron. So here's
All right.
Nasdaq daily. We've had this huge rally, this huge breakout, this gap and go all week. We had two indecision days. We actually even had an intraday pullback all the way down to these 25,850s, and we are right back up here to 26 150s. We got earnings come out tonight. It looked pretty bullish across the board, except for what was it? It was
Meta.
Meta missed, but that was basically overshadowed by Amazon and the rest of the earnings. I mean, I'm looking at my watch list and it's green. It's green across the screen. I mean, Netflix up 3%, Intel up 1.5%, Tesla up 1.25%. Meta is having a little bit of a recovery, up 1.5%. Google up 1.5%, Amazon up 13%, Apple up 2.5%, and it's just green across the board. And we look at Nasdaq. I mean, it's green tonight as well. And so maybe we make another run for all-time highs. Nasdaq's up 1% just tonight. And let's zoom into an hourly chart. Let's zoom into an hourly chart, and I'll try and be quick with it. You can see we had that nice pullback. This is a pullback. I mean, how deep was this pullback? 2%, which is not bad. And so I'm going to be honest. I think we can see this market continue to push through to all-time highs, maybe continue this march higher. And the question is, how do we get in? Where do we look to manage our risk? And like, what are we looking for? So it's hard to buy it after we were already up 1% tonight. I like to see another pullback. Obviously, I'm not going to be looking for a really deep pullback. Maybe just a retest to these 087s. Let me look at a 5-minute chart, and then we'll take a look at gold before I get too distracted here. No, I was going to have to be drinking water.
It looks like there's a big buyer starting to step in on gold, so I'd like to see that push, like on this next 5-minute.
Okay. All right.
We'll see. We'll see if it pushes.
We shall see if it pushes. Let me finish this Nasdaq. I'm going to pass it on to you. So we had that big rally tonight. We're kind of consolidating. We've had a little bit of a pullback down to these 120s. And so I'm looking for just continuation. Just continuation. Is this a cup and handle? I don't know. This is the bottom end of the consolidation we saw at the beginning of the week. So I wouldn't be surprised if we rotate up to these 280s. Heck, we might see these 280s, maybe 300 just tonight with the way that this momentum is going. So looking for longs in the Nasdaq. Running over to gold, and I like your trade. I really like your trade, Baron. So I'll pass it off to you. And
yeah. So gold, right? We're back above a higher time frame POC. I have that POC anchored back in all the way back in like October. So like start of October. So let me see what day I have it on. I have it anchored on, it's actually September 18th. So we recovered above that POC. That's the POC is 4,002. So big psych level, big level for volume as well. So we're above that on a shorter time frame. We are above a value area high. That's sitting right at 4036. So we're just above that. So I would like to see buyers maintain that value area high and just push us higher. Head back up towards that 4100 level. There's a low volume node up there that still needs to get filled out a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. You know, we could reject here. There is structure there is this previous structure. We've rejected here once, twice. Is this the third rejection or is this the breakout? So I'm leaning towards the breakout. We'll see how that goes tonight.
I mean, you've kind of read my mind on that. That's kind of where I was looking at. So if I look at the hourly chart, that's basically my same point of view. Like this is this level. You just got stopped out.
Nope, it's about to. It's,
okay. Don't jinx it. Knock on wood. Don't say anything yet.
I've got a really tight stop on this. Just 2 points.
How big of a size are you in?
Just 3 micros. Nothing crazy.
Small size. So that makes sense. And this is that level that was support. This was support back on October 21st and 22nd. It was support. We tried to hold a support again on the 27th. My birthday, and then we broke down. It became resistance not once, twice, and so like you said, this is a decision zone. It's a really big decision zone actually, and the question is this a breakout or are we going to get a pullback? And a lot of times you don't know until after the fact, right? That's the thing about a decision zone. People are going to look to buy it to play for a breakout, and then traders are going to be shorting it, looking for maybe a rotation back down to these 940s. Or a retest of these lows. I mean, my first target for the shorts are going to be these, 3980s, maybe somewhere in the middle of this. I mean, if we look at this as kind of a zone where these are the highs, these are the lows, and then that middle point is going to be these, 3980s. I wouldn't mind either. Being in the short would be counter trend. The current, like the last day or two, but you're also getting in with since October 21st, this big double top, it'd be going with that trend, right? So it depends on how you're viewing this market. Are you going to get in with this bigger trend that we're seeing? Or are you going to get in with like this intermediate trend? And then if you zoom out to the daily chart, this is why I like gold. This is why I'm bullish gold on the longer term. Is we had that big rally. This is a pullback, and look at this daily candle, right? Big rejection. This is a kind of I don't want to say bullish engulfing yet, but like look at all this buying and this consolidation happening right around a big round number, which is 4,000. So I'd like to see a push up to these 4150s or a push up higher and retest some of this, lower 4100s. So I like the longs.
We also maintained like New York. At the end of New York, we pushed above the FOMC high. So I really like that we were able to get back up to that FOMC high from the sell-off yesterday and maintain above it going into close and then push it right after open. So
yeah, and we do have about 18 minutes to the top of the hour. That's when the Asian session starts to pick up some volume, some volatility. And so maybe we do see some consolidation. I mean, not a go against your trade, Baron, but for me to get in this long, I would love to see a pullback a little bit lower, and then for an entry for me to get it along. I mean, either there or
I think this could pull back down to 40.28s.
28s. Where your stop loss is where?
I had it at this wick at 37.9. I gave it a couple more points of room.
Okay.
I gave it 2 more points of room.
Because you're in the micros, right?
Yeah, so it's like an extra $40.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be watching. I'm going to get it up to get ready for some trades, but I do like the longs, and the question is, how do we get into it? I'm going to watch for an opportunity here. We still have a little bit of ways to go, so let me go ahead and get our regular, let's get some music going, get a few things, some housekeeping set up while we watch this gold. We'll let the rest of the audience show up. So I got to get a good song going for tonight. I've been trying to get a good playlist, improving the playlist. So let's get going. Well, for slow markets, everybody, if you've been here before, you know the drill. If you are brand new, then in the YouTube chat, there is my Twix, my Twitter. Go ahead and tag me. Hashtag slow markets.
Did you just say Twix?
Yeah, man, that's the Twix. Twitter, X. Is it Twix? Did that get to you, man? Did I get you? Everything.
Oh my gosh.
That one got you. Shout out to Eddie. Eddie's the one that made it up. That's funny. Yeah, Eddie made it up. Twitter, X, Twix.
I'm always just gonna call it Twitter. I'm just gonna call it Twitter.
That's what I'm used to, but technically it's X, and so Eddie, shout out to him. Hopefully he's continuing to get well. I'm excited for him to join TopstepTV. I want to go see him sooner rather than later. But yeah, he coined the word Twix. So there it is in the YouTube chat. Tag me in it, and if I like it, then maybe we'll show it here on air. And then of course, there is my new my new Instagram that I've been trying to do my best at updating. I'm not the best, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, it's I've been doing it almost a year now, and you just kind of have to make one video a day or something.
God, it's hard. The last video I made was like 2 weeks ago, and of course I've been sick and life. I always have life going on before I could get something set up. But Long's starting to print now.
I mean, I wouldn't say this is starting to print. I'd say this is potential to break.
Hey, green on the screen, man. Diamond hands. Scalping rules for the XFA? I don't think there's any scalping rules here. Is there? Have you ever heard of any scalping rules? Topstep, if you make money, you're good.
I have heard about scalping rules at other firms, but not Topstep. The only rule Topstep really has is the max loss limit.
Yeah, the Topstep's the best. I see. I see so many people on social media all the time, always comparing Topstep themselves to Topstep. I'm like, and it's just, you just can't beat Topstep. You can't. 5 positive days. Still got 14 minutes to the top of the hour. Why not trade minis instead of micros, Baron?
Because I'm not sure about this trade.
Straight up. I've been trading micros for 2 months now.
I think it could. I think this long. I mean, it makes sense, but you know, if I'm wrong, you're wrong for cheap instead of wrong for big.
That's why I love scaling in with micros. It is.
Yeah, you can also scale in. If
Yeah.
this starts to look good, then I can add to the position.
Yeah, that's what I love about these micros, where, you know, if you get in and you're wrong, like really quick, like that one night where it just instantly went to our stop loss, you're wrong with a small size. But then as it starts to go in your favor and start to build a position, the winners, right, they are a lot bigger.
Yeah, that just stopped me. And it wicked me out.
It wicked you out. We still got about 12 minutes left at the top of the hour. And we're starting to see, and gold's still just been very volatile.
Yeah, it
during
has
this
been. It's been very volatile.
I'm gonna practice patience. I want to get in long, but I want location. It just seems like it's gonna break out. Just a nice double bottoming pattern.
Yeah, we'll see if that wicked me, and now it goes higher. Stop loss is a better entry.
Someone says, Dakota, what is it that I tell people I do for a living? The way to explain but not say you're a trader. I don't know. When you go on a date and a date asks you, hey, what do you do for a living? I usually tell them finance. And most of the time, that's kind of where the conversation ends. It's not. It's Dakota. I'm in finance. And then you go on like a second date, or they start asking more, and I'm just like, okay, here we go. And it depends. I don't know. That's always a hard one. What about you, Baron? What do you tell people you do for a living?
I haven't been on a date in a while.
No.
So I haven't really had to explain it in a while. But yeah, usually it's just like, oh, I day trade. Just say
I day
that.
trade. All right, I'm gonna start building a long position here. We ran through those 38s.
Yeah, I think it wicked me out just to start to move.
I've seen that before. Oh, dang, it's not even letting me in. It's not even letting me in. Come on. We'll see if we get a little bit of pullback here.
I might hop back in this. So I like how it looks on the order flow now. I'm gonna jump back in.
A little pullback to 41. I'll get in.
This might just stop me again. I might just have my stops too tight.
It's not filling any of my limit orders right now. And I just put buy at bid, and it's not getting me. There's one. I need to change my sizing. I want to build this position if it starts to go in my favor. I'm going to look for a rotation up to 50. Nothing too crazy. Right back up to these 50s, which is the session high up here. All right, there's two. Being aware that we have 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Remember, this is Topstep risk disclosures in the YouTube chat. So it's not a signals class. It's not a signals class. I know traders, you love to follow along. And then I'll get to some of the questions. I got to keep going through these tunes.
You doing anything fun for Halloween, Dakota?
That's tomorrow, huh?
It is tomorrow.
I have no plans for Halloween because I didn't know how long it will take me to get over this sickness. You?
I'm flying out to LA tomorrow morning.
Seeing the girl. That's what you're doing. You're seeing your girlfriend.
Ex.
You're seeing your ex on Halloween. You're flying out to LA to see your ex. Okay. You're gonna give updates?
Potentially.
Are you guys?
But
yeah,
I do want to say, Dakota, I won't be back till Tuesday night. I think I should still be able to hop on slow markets next week, but
yeah. Hop on slow markets. Bring her on as well. Bring her on.
Well, I'll be back in Florida. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like my flight gets in Tuesday night, so.
Okay. What do you guys have? Costumes? Couple costumes.
Yeah, I mean, I presented her with a bunch of ideas.
I have the perfect one, like the outlet, like the outlet and the plug.
Nah,
with the lights on.
We just decided on something very basic. It's just a cop and a prisoner.
A cop and a prisoner. Who's the cop?
Crazy. Me with the mustache.
You're the cop with the. Okay, she's your prisoner. Okay.
Well, I don't want to.
Do you have handcuffs at least?
I don't want to put it like that.
Do you have handcuffs? Tell me you got handcuffs.
I just bought a costume on Amazon. I don't know what's in it. I haven't even tried it on. I forgot about it. I blinked on it. I was like, I just searched it up and I was like, Prime same day delivery.
Love it, man. I love it. No, we got 7 minutes here. 7 minutes. I got to hold myself, or else the chat's gonna get a little out of control. This is PG. This is a PG channel. Don't want to get banned.
I'm not liking this anymore. I was looking for a pop before 9.
Yeah, we're not bouncing on yet. We're not bouncing here.
I'm gonna get out. I'm out of that.
I'm still in this. I'm risking 220. I'll risk these lows. But this is less. It might give me reasons to add, though. It's giving me points to add to this if we do start. We have about 6 minutes left. I think a right decision might be to just get out and then back in if it sets up again. Do you think your outfit fits? Because you're tall.
I'm not sure. Last year I was a xenomorph.
What's that?
Have you seen the movie Alien?
Like Alien versus Predator?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I was the alien.
Oh, okay. That's pretty sick. They have a new one coming out here soon.
Do that?
I want to go watch it. All right, I'm flat, minus 188. I might want to get back in here. I still like the longs. It just depends on how to get in, though.
Yeah, I should just expanded my stop a little bit on that.
All right, here we go again. Bang my head against the wall twice right here. Dakota, why am I wearing a hat inside? Well,
What do you mean? Why are you wearing a hat? People wear hats inside.
people wear hats inside. I mean,
I think it would be sunglasses would be weird.
yeah, sunglasses would be weird. This is my funded trader hat, and then I don't have to do my hair.
I've done this many times.
Plus, I need to go get a haircut. I haven't been able to go get a haircut since I've been sick. Maybe I'm bald. You don't know. All right. I'm wrong on that. We're wrong on the longs. For now, we are starting to sell off here. Let's see if we get to those 030s. We got that rejection. Too much sun in the room. The future's so bright. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Let me know if you see anything. I'm still liking the longs and gold.
I don't really see anything.
Take a short and put on the short song. Not yet. Not quite yet, okay? And we're not really getting momentum to the downside, though. It's like we break and we find buyers. Someone says I'm short till London. 40.28 is DBA concept buy price. 40.28. Okay.
40.28 is also value area high, so I can see that.
I'm gonna take a couple more paper cuts here. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes here. I'm gonna be a little preemptive in these longs. I usually get punished for them. Getting in early. But I'll take the loss with 2 contracts, and if I could build into a bigger size, that's what I'm wanting. I want that bigger size. All right, this is just not the music. I got to switch it up.
The only thing I wouldn't like about longs, Dakota, is we just rejected that VWAP twice. So if that can break that downward channel, so we're in a downward channel right now, and we are rejecting VWAP. So if it can break to the upside and break VWAP, I think that looks pretty good.
To the downside?
No, to the upside.
Oh, okay.
Because we keep making lower highs.
Got it. All right, we got about 50 seconds left. Do I have that goofy song that goes long for? Why long? Strategy? Stupid question. Well, gold has been going up. See, going up and to the right. So I'm trying to get in for.
But Dakota.
What?
What goes up must come down, right?
Well, yes.
What goes up must come down.
Sometimes. All right, I'm adding to this. Top of the hour in 7 seconds. 5. Yeah, this one's not looking too good. Not looking the best. Let's see here. This can be a loss. Okay, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out a little early. What goes up must come down. Well, we'll see. We're gonna see there. I still like the longs. I'm gonna build. I'm gonna continue to do this. We might be down. We might have. I might have to actually just wait till we get down to these 29s, like the chat's saying.
Yeah, 28's that value area high too. So retest of that would be really nice.
As I would say, I'm not wrong. I'm just early. I'm never wrong. I'm just early. Knife catching? No, this is not knife catching. Who said it was knife catching?
No, this isn't like a heavy downward trend.
All
It's a
right,
steady downward.
All right, I'm building this position now. Building the position. Let's get through this now. Let's find some buyers. Buyers stepped up at that 33 level.
Yeah, you've got some limit. There's some limits sitting at 32 and 30.
I want to see better market structure for me to build a bigger position though. Would have to break through these 36s. Yeah, we're not seeing it yet. I'm not seeing it quite yet. Someone says, trust me, Dakota. Someone says it's about to sell off. We've been selling off. What are you talking about? All right, you got that. Oh, okay. There's four. Let's see if we can build this position now.
That was a big seller right at that low. That just got filled.
A big seller or a buyer?
Well, it sold down into that low.
Okay.
It looks like it's getting absorbed so far.
We're seeing volatility start to pick up now. Yeah, buyers are non-existent. We had that nice spike, and we're seeing lots of volatility. Man, lots of volatility now coming in.
Yeah, you've got some buyers showing up.
All right. Okay. I'm in 6.
Good buyers showing up.
Okay. In 8.
See if that pops back up.
I need a break above 36s. If we get above 36s, I'll be happy. All right. We just barely ticked above it. I'm in 10. I'm in 10 right now. Let's see if we haven't broken held above these 36s. All right, now we're starting to see a little more momentum right there. I'm going to keep adding. As long as this market structure holds up and it goes in my direction, I'll add and continue to build this position. There's the break of 36s. Now let's see if buyers could find momentum.
I mean, it looks good now.
First target would be 42s. Ultimate target, it's going to be the highs, the session highs, 50s.
You're getting selling on this way up, so this should pop, Dakota.
All right.
There's sellers coming in like right here. Typically, when you get sellers, and they're not pushing it up, like you're gonna get a pretty aggressive pop.
I'm going to tighten up. We're going to tighten. There it goes. There it goes. That's what I'm looking for. I need water.
I should have waited on that.
Voice.
I should have waited on that.
There we go. Man. Voice is a little scratchy. We need to get that momentum back up to those 42s. We're not out of the woods yet.
No, this looks good though. This looks like it's just gonna pop. If it shoves VWAP, if it gets through VWAP with aggressive buyers, you should be good to run those highs.
right. Someone says, Dakota's never lost a trade on slow markets, ever. No, that's wrong. You just watched me lose like 4 in a row.
Also on Tuesday, your first trade was a loss.
Yeah, I lose all the time. But net positive is the difference, right? Coming out in the green. And we're not done yet. This market could easily sell off and I take a loss. All right, now we're making a nice pivot. I can move my stop loss in the green. Lock in 150. There's in the 40s.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, that's the pivot I wanted to see, chat. This pivot, so I can move my stop loss up. And now if we see that continuation, that's market structure. This bullish market structure I wanted to see. Okay, let's see if we get to the 42. I can take some profit off there. There we go.
This is coming up to VWAP, so if I was in this long, I'd want to see strong buyers through it.
All right, there's the 42s. I took some profit off at 42. Yeah, if we start to break for these 42s, I think it's the session highs. There's okay. I'll get 43.5 right there. Take some more profits. I wasn't adding when I was going against me. I was adding as it was going in my favor. I was taking losses as it was going against me. All right, let's take 44, 45. Got 45.
This looks good.
All right, can I see 46? All right. I'm getting paid tonight. Hey, this pays for dinner. This pays for a little more than dinner now.
Nice trade, Dakota. I would have taken this, but I tried the long twice, and 2 attempts, throw it out the window.
Let's not stop.
It looks really good on the order flow.
Steak dinner and dessert.
You're pushing through VWAP. You have less buyers in this market too, so less buyers, more reward. So I would hold this up to the highs.
Oh yeah, I'll hold a portion of this. There we go. I'm gonna close them off at 46s. I'll close them off on the way. That's the beautiful thing about micros. Get up to these 47s. I always tell them, I always tell the chat, I have to leave some. Can't make too much money in front of them. All right, let's look at some longer term targets. If we start breaking through these highs, 4,100 even, can we see that? Wouldn't it surprise me? See, this is not why you guys tune into slow markets. Can we get to 800 likes? I'm up in the goal. All right.
This is a very nice long, Dakota.
Thank you. Let's get to 800 likes tonight. That's what my goal is.
Pumping it up.
The cost of likes just got higher.
The cost of likes got higher. This guy Dakota.
Every single night, man. For the past month, I've just been sitting here carving up these markets, and it's free.
The like goals go higher and higher.
Yeah. Yep. Look at this thing just keep going. 50s.
This could run up to 65. This is the push I was looking for. It's just I took the trade in the wrong location. I took it twice. So
We're going. I guess I could say for 4100. I'll be honest, 4100. At least go test the 60s, like you said, 60s, 70s, 4150s. My long-term position's looking good too. So,
how many? Can I ask how many contracts you used on that, or do we have to hit the like goal?
You got it. You're talking about my long-term position.
Yeah.
You got to hit the light goal first. I've mentioned it earlier this week, but if you hit the light goal, I'll tell you how many contracts my bigger trade is that I've been holding for a little bit.
I feel like
you can probably guess it, Baron. You know me.
I feel like it's 50 contracts.
No, I wish, man. I wish. Yeah. It's
okay,
not
so it's
50.
not 50.
No, it's in the minis though. It's minis and it's double digits. But we got to get to the 800 likes, and then I'll spill the beans.
I would say 15 then.
I like we got to get to the 800 likes first, man.
Based off, I'm just basing this off like some of the size you've told me about that you use. I would say 15.
Yeah. Well, I mean, chat knows me because I posted a lot of stuff on my socials. It could be 6, it could be 7. All right, we're gonna let this trade cook. We're gonna let this trade cook while we go through some hashtag slow markets. Hashtag slow markets. Here you go. Nice setup. One big nice monitor. You got some. Is that PS5? I don't know what kind of pedals those are. That's a nice clean setup. One monitor.
That is PS5.
One monitor. Let's go. Kind of keep getting through this. Bought these combines today and passed half today. Okay, wow. And the other half in slow markets. First time having 5 accounts for the boy. Let's go. Nice work. Now keep them. Base hits. Process over profits. Let's get it. Yeah, I took my last contract off at those 40-50, and I'm just holding one on for a runner.
I mean, it still looks good. There's not a ton of sellers that just pushed us down.
Yeah. I honestly, I'd even consider adding to this if we get a pullback again. Here's another one. Slow markets with Dakota. Bellicate. I'm not sure what that means. Hopefully, it's not a bad word. Topstep's international, and sometimes I get messages from different languages that I just, I don't know.
Yeah, I have a lot of there's people in my Discord from all over the world, and like I'm like they start speaking other languages. I'm like, can we keep it in English, guys? I don't understand it.
I know. I can understand some Spanish, but I'm not fluent in Spanish.
I remember in Chicago, you were talking about how you use Spanish.
Chicago was crazy. It was crazy, that meetup. Here's one. Always paying new XFA, but we should always bounce back harder. Up $1,000 in your XFA. Great work. Good work there. Got 100%. That's more impressive. Having 100% battery.
Yeah, my phone's always dead while I'm trading.
I know. Mine's at, well, it's 40%. English is for... Where can we find Braided's information? On TopstepTV. Man,
I think his Instagram's BPC trading.
I think so too. I need to get him on for slow markets as well.
He's a good trader.
Yeah, he is. Do I think gold could get to the 80s? Like 3,080s, 3,180s? Go on, chat.
Dakota, you're in a sarcastic mood tonight, bro.
Well, it's information, okay? Like, whenever someone says that, like, they gotta give me some more information. Because we've already went through some technicals, so sometimes it might come off as me being sarcastic. Sometimes, like, hey, man, this guy's a jerk. It's like, well, we got thousands of traders watching, and, you know, the more information, the better. Like, just imagine how it was on the pits, right? How
Oh my god.
like, could you imagine those misunderstandings on the pits on the New York Stock Exchange or Chicago
Yeah,
Board
that seems
Exchange?
so chaotic.
You got to be accurate.
We're tapping back into VWAP, so for this continuation long, I'd like to see that hold up as support.
I'm looking at adding here. That's why I'm willing to think about moving my stop loss lower, because we broke out. This is a retest. Looking at this to become support here. And so let's do it. I'm going to add. So I'm keeping my one contract on, and I'm adding. I'm going to add some more right there. Because I just got profits to play with now. And I don't mind doing the same thing I did earlier. I'm up $600.
It's a nice dinner. Nice weekend dinner.
This is nice.
Pays for the cold medicine, right?
Pays for all the NyQuil, all the NyQuil and cold medicine over the week. All right, I'm adding to that right there.
I like how that's bouncing off VWAP so far.
Add some more. All right, add some more. If we fell here, then I'm out, and I'll have to reset everything up again. We need to hold these 40s, these 44s, which we're not right now. Okay, I'm gonna close out early, and I don't mind resetting. So up $600 flat.
There you go.
I don't want to take that risk.
Yeah, it's right at VWAP. Like, either it holds this VWAP and pushes higher, or this is where you potentially break down. If this pops, Dakota, I think they were waiting for you to close.
It did. It's rigged. It's rigged. Look how rigged it was.
I feel like that happens so often. You decide to close, and then the market rips out.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back in it though. I don't want to miss out. That sounds so FOMO, but it's still valid. I'm not getting the best trade location, but it's still a valid trade.
It looks good.
It just means I don't get as big of a position as I wanted. Can't believe I said I don't want to miss out. That's the worst way for me to put it.
Yeah, that's
I should have never said that. I should have never said that.
It's not FOMO, but it is.
I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. It's missing out on this move. You know, FOMO. Okay, I'm in 8. Risking 180.
Are you looking for the highs here, Dakota?
Yeah, I'm looking back up to those mid to upper 50s. I'll add if we decide to break through these 47 halves.
Yeah, because I can see this up to 65, potentially 4100 if the breakout is strong. And now it's kind of muted, but that can change very quickly on gold.
There we go. We're getting the momentum back in here. We're getting the buying step back in. keep my risk tight on this because I need to break through to those 50s quicker. We see 50s. It's not as much momentum as I wanted so far. If we break through the 50s, then yes, I'll like it. But
yeah, that's.
this hesitation.
I mean, it looks good on Bookmap so far. That's also the upper VWAP band. So if it breaks through that, I'd look for it to trend pretty hard.
Yeah, we're struggling though.
I don't think it's struggling. I just think it's taking a second to get through it.
It's taking its time. Struggling, taking its time. Yeah. This is risk-free anyway. Sure, it's taking its time though. Ooh, it came within a tick of my stop loss right there.
Where's your stop at?
46.4.
Oh, I would put that on the wick personally, but that's just me. Just under VWAP.
Putting on the clinic every night, man. I've been putting on the clinic the bullets. All right, I'm out. Still up 580. We'll see if we can get another setup here. Do I think gold could get to 40.80? I think it could.
They put two extra numbers in front of it, Dakota. You could answer this.
You never know because you don't know if they have a short bias or a long bias or like. Yeah. Those two extra numbers mean a lot. Can you show us October stats? I showed September. I shared September. Once we get to 800 likes, then I'll be a little bit open to sharing stuff. But until then, you just gotta enjoy the show. All right, I'm gonna start to build this position again.
You still getting buyers coming in?
Yeah, October is the one that I had the $500,000 week. October is almost over. Breaks 50 else dust. Yeah, we're trying to get back up to these 40 50s. Lots of selling up there. I'm in 6 now. 8. See if we can get back above 48. I'll build this position. I want to see it break the session highs. Are you in anything yet, Baron? Or you just
no? I wanted to get in on this long, but I'd already taken the 2 losses, so just gonna wait.
Where would you wait for?
I would wait. I'd wait till this
I like to use the 9 to 10 IB on gold in the overnight, so I'd wait for that to set up. See a side that breaks, and then look for a trade at VWAP. And this range, it's a little tricky. It's a little trickier to read than something like last night. Last night was pretty easy to read, in my opinion.
Yeah, tonight's a little bit trickier. I agree with that. All right. We'll get to some more hashtag slow markets here soon. I might be getting stopped out of this one. Ooh, I'm out. I'm out. That was a tape bomb. Well, here we go again.
Push it right back down to VWAP.
You have VWAP at what, 43.5?
Yeah.
And now we just wait. These 40/50s are just showing a major resistance here in gold. Slow markets 2 nights in a row. I'm going to go through some of these hashtag slow markets. Great work. Up $100. Hey, base hits. Base hits. Man, I still like the longs. It's not the best price action, man.
No, it's not.
Gee, look at this setup, man. John, you got just that mouse.
2 massive 49-inch monitors. That's a crazy setup.
That setup is.
That's actually crazy.
That's a pretty sick setup. All right, let's see if we can get this. I want to be long. I want to be long. Play for a break above those 50s.
Dip down. It got bought up pretty dang quick.
Yeah, it got bought up real fast.
There's just no sellers at that low.
And there wasn't much market structure for me to build a dang position. It happened way too fast. All right, push down to 45 so I can start build a position here. Yeah, we popped down to 41.5 and instantly got bought up. Yeah, look at this. All right, let's try this. Let's try this again. Slow markets is not slow. No, not in gold. Gold has been
I don't like about that, Dakota,
anything but slow.
is it got bought up and then
It failed.
sold down again.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe we could have a pullback down to these like 44s, 45s, and then move higher. But no, it's now erasing that entire bounce. If we erase this entire bounce, we might come back down to test these session lows. Yeah, 41s are still trying to hold right there. I've only had one winner tonight and like 10 losers. And I'm still green, okay? On your trades? Do I use the 100 tick on my trades all the time? No. Nope. I like this 5 minute over here on the left. I'm going to keep trying this. Maybe a little bit wider of a stop might be the solution here.
Yeah, there's a big buyer stepping in. They might just get flushed on.
If I get flushed, then that's it. Why do I keep trying to long it? Well, the setup really hasn't changed here on the 5 minute in this higher time frame. I want to be long if we're going to be pushing and testing these 50s.
Yeah, I don't like this long anymore, to kind of want to be honest. This to me, it looks like it failed buying up the high, and that big buyer that stepped in, they're not getting anything out of it. So this to me looks like it might sell back off into that New York range, head back down for a potential retest of like 4,020s or 4,000.
Ooh. You're seeing the retest of those 420s, 4020s?
Yeah, 4020s.
And you might be right, man.
We failed to get above that area three times now. We failed to push the 50s three times.
Yep, 3 times.
And each push was a lower high, so I would look for this to come back down, honestly.
If so, I'm taking a loss. This might be the first time I take a loss here, chat. Someone says, "Is Dakota tilting?" I'm down $2, chat. Being down $2 is not tilting.
Do you trade worse when you're sick, Dakota? Do you know?
I've traded about the same.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna sell off to me. I could be wrong though.
Well, I was just gonna say, as of right now, I hope you're wrong. But if we do, I understand that analysis, right? Every time we try and break, these are lower highs, and we made an equal low down here at these 430s. So it makes sense. That would make sense.
I feel like I'm only got 3 hours of sleep last night. I feel like my analysis always. I feel like it's good for like about an hour, and then my brain starts to just crumble. After I've been staring at the for like an hour.
We're trying to find buyers here. The other thing we could see is kind of a squeeze, like a flagging pattern, and maybe we do just end up ranging for a little bit and just chop. That could be a possibility here, because I'm trying to build a position, and it's not. This isn't the cleanest of price action. I am not.
You know what is pretty clean right now?
Nasdaq.
Yeah.
Don't tempt me on Nasdaq. All right. Don't look at the Nasdaq.
It came down near VWAP and it bounced right out of it.
You have the Nasdaq up. Yeah. I'm not gonna look at Nasdaq right now. I'm gonna finish. I'm just gonna finish this, setting this, see if we could get this good setup to the long side here. And if not, then I might call this last one. Did we get to 800? As soon as we get to 800, I'll answer some of the questions that they were liking. but we'll see.
Another big buyer just came in, and it doesn't look like they're going to hold.
There we go. All right, gold. Do something. Poke it with a stick. We might not go anywhere. All right, I'm closing that. Minus 215. Minus 215 on the session. What a rough trading session this has been for slow markets. Someone says bear flag. I mean, we haven't really went anywhere. I had what, 5 losses, 6 losses, and only 1 winner. But man, I can't help but not like this though. I still like this.
I don't know, Dakota. This to me, it looks like it might just flush. It's back below VWAP. It failed 3 times at the 50s. It's hard to read though. I will say that.
Yeah, do I like it?
Maybe that's the NyQuil talking, Dakota.
That's what I was just gonna say. Is this NyQuil talking?
I know I'm sleep deprived right now. I only got 3 hours last night, so
yeah.
I know my my analysis might not be the best.
Someone says you were up 800, now you're down 200. Well, I was down 200, then I was up 800.
You're ping-ponging.
We're ping-ponging here. It's failing to go up. Someone says like it's holding, others failing to go up. Well, we're right. We haven't really went anywhere since we started slow markets.
This to me looks like it's about to flush.
It's about to flush. Oof, where would we flush to? These 20s. I would like these 20s. These 40 20s look tempting.
I think the 40 20s make sense. It's previous structure point. Maybe even 4,000.
You're like 4,000 all the way down there to 4,000. It's a big round number.
It's POC. It's POC. Return back to POC.
We're failing to do either. We're failing to go down or up. At least the beat is cooking. Well, we got something cooking.
Play the short song, Dakota.
No, because I'm gonna be getting in long here in a second.
You're gonna get in long again?
Yes.
Okay. Follow the process.
You know what? You guys can shame me all you want. I'm still getting in long. All right. I'm gonna follow what I'm seeing.
All right, back up to VWAP. Back up to VWAP and dump it.
We need to get over 43.5.
Yeah, 43.5 is VWAP.
Is that where you have VWAP?
Yep. Back to VWAP and dump it. That's my prediction.
Back to VWAP. No, hey, those good vibes only, man.
I'm rooting for you, Dakota, but
Okay.
objectively, that's what I think the market's gonna do.
Hey, I haven't taken a loss in a while, so if I take a loss, then so be it. I'd rather lose buying gold than lose selling it, to be honest, and what I'm seeing. So Let's see. Yeah, 43.5 at VWAP, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're just failing to find those buyers. It looked like we was going to push back up there again for a second and then just instant pop down.
Yeah, this doesn't. I mean, again, it is tough to read. I feel like a broken record. I've said that like 20 times tonight. But
No, you're right. You're right. It's tough. It's tough. I'm losing faith on these longs that we are failing to find buyers after these bounces. Like we've had one nice bounce and we failed to find buyers. Another nice bounce and we're failing to find buyers. And so I'm also losing faith on these longs. So you're not the only one. Longs are just disappearing. That's all right. Dakota, do I use Bookmap? I don't. Baron does. Baron,
yeah, I use Bookmap.
you're using Bookmap now, right?
Yeah, I am. To me, it looks like there's just no buyers in here, and there's more aggressive sellers stepping in. And on that last push up to VWAP, there was a big buyer that stepped up and immediately got invalidated.
Yep, I'm out of this one. I'm cutting this one even a little bit early. Yep, that's what 1, 2, 3, 4 times these buyers have tried, and we failed each one.
Dakota, I did say pop up to VWAP and dump it.
You did, but did you place a trade?
I did not, because I'm gonna be honest. I've not slept and I don't trust my own analysis right now.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. If you haven't slept, you don't trust your analysis, then.
And I gotta get up at like 6 a.m. tomorrow for a flight. So.
Ooh, we're to California.
To LA, yeah.
To see your ex.
Yep, to see the ex.
I love it, Baron. The ex that you want to become your girlfriend, right?
I mean, yeah, my plan is to move out to LA in the next year or so. Move
But
back
you
out
just
there.
moved to Florida, though.
I know I just moved to Florida, Dakota. I'm young. I can move whenever I want to move.
Fair
And
enough.
all I need is an internet connection and a computer. I don't need anything crazy. And 2 monitors. That's it.
Internet connection,
And a webcam.
computer, and
And
2
a mic.
monitors, and you can move wherever you want. That's
Yeah.
the beautiful thing about trading. Dude, that bounce to VWAP and short, looking good.
Yeah, it's up 4 points from where I called it.
Yeah. Someone says goodbye gold. Are we starting to sell off now? That triple top. If someone says if it hits my TP, I pass my eval.
What's the TP?
I don't know.
I hope
was-
it hits your TP. A random person in the chat. I don't have the chat open, so I hope it hits
Yeah.
your TP.
Someone.
If you're short, it looks good right now. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'd like to see this return down to 31s.
Yeah, there's your aggressive sellers coming in. They're coming in on Bookmap. This could just flush down to 20s. $30s is a stubborn level. 30s is a stubborn level though. So
Look at this thing bounce. Dude, my toxic trait right now is saying, why didn't I buy it? why am I not
why didn't you
long?
sell it, Dakota? Why didn't you sell it?
I suck at selling. I've established that many times. Says, hey,
Weren't you a couple weeks ago? Weren't you saying you feel like Michael Burry because you're taking a big short on gold?
well, it depends on the situation. Yeah.
You were good at selling then.
I was. It wasn't. Yeah, it was gold, huh? It was gold. Yeah. Yeah, but that's higher time frame bias. So it's a short, Dakota. Please short.
Yeah,
Well,
this looks like it's gonna flush.
Reverse flush down to 4,000.
Back to POC. That's what I'm saying.
Let's look at the hourly. I say we bounce off these 30s. Someone says 4,009, baby. My short on the Nasdaq was magnificent. Someone says, okay, all right. I have you looking at the 100 tick chart. 100 tick chart's nice if you know how to use it. If you I want 25s. I'm gonna counter everybody. I say buy it. So I'm buying it. I know everybody's saying short, but I'm buying it.
We could bounce in this 30s level.
So is it my 600 for Dakota incoming? We'll see. We'll see. It's everything I hear. I see chat saying short, 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 short. I hear you saying short. It makes me want to buy it even more. We'll see if the market will let me. I'll start off with a little size.
You're back in the longs.
Yeah.
I mean, 30s. If it's gonna bounce in this range, it's gonna bounce in the 30s. So I don't hate it. It's just...
I'm taking losses on this small size, which I don't mind. If the market wants to hold up and actually buyer step in, I'm gonna be in a bigger size. I'm gonna be able to build into like 10, 15 plus contracts. All right, we're in 8.
I don't want to tear you, Dakota, but a big wall of passive orders just showed up right above you.
Right above me?
Yep, right at 440s to 444.
444. All right, let's go. Let's go smash him. We have to get over 38 halves though first. 38 half. Which we're still struggling to get past the initial buying right there.
Yeah, it's just there's not really any buyers showing up anymore.
No, we have to get over these 38 halves for me to like this. This will be the 5th time that I'm joining these buyers to try and make a run. Is this going to be the 5th time we fail? We need to get above this. I'm looking at these pivots right here. And that'll be also a 3-bar reversal in the 5-minute. Buyers are just failing, man. Is chat going to be right? Baron, chat.
I think it fails. I'm going to be honest, Dakota.
Don't do it to me. Not like this. We got it. There we go. Gotta get over these 38s. I'll add some more right there. This is it. This is the decision. Are we gonna break out or fail? All right, this is gonna be important. This is an important spot right here.
Yeah, that's a big seller.
Yeah, it's time for me to focus up. Focus up. This is it. This is a big decision zone right now. The way this market's moving at these 37s.
Camera's all blurry.
We popped over 38.5 and just immediately rejected. But we're chopping right back and forth these 37 halves. Come on, chat. This is still relatively small size. Yeah, we're out. I'm out. Yeah, that was the decision. Yeah, that was a big decision right there.
Yeah, there's the flush.
I got out at what, 37 right before that flush.
Well, there's a big seller that stepped in right at that level, right at 37.
Watch this thing. Nice cut there. Yeah, you could see that. You could see those decision zones. Like, these are big decision zones. You can start to see it. This one reason I love this 100-tick chart. Someone says, teaching new traders what not to do. No, I'm not. Should I flex? Do you see this? Do you see this? Come on. Does that make a difference? Minus $500.
Not that big of a difference. I've been sitting on my hands after my 2 failed long attempts tonight.
Yeah, shorts are paying.
Shorts are paying.
Shorts are paying.
I hope whoever needed that for the combine pass just smacked their TP.
Yep,
because I called that out. The VWAP tap. The VWAP tap and it dumps.
We could see 40,000 here.
That's the
we could see 4,000s. Because now, like I said, that was the big decision point right there. And as soon as we failed, it was just out.
I just hope someone in chat.
Why does that look so ugly on the 100-tick chart? But it looks nice on the 5-minute. Yeah, that decision right there. That was the big decision. Now, only if you should have just traded it, man.
I know. I can feel the lack of sleep hitting me though, and I don't know if I trust myself to make good decisions right now.
Hey, you called it good though. You called it good.
Is it better for me to just not trade?
Hey, I respect that. I will always respect someone who doesn't trade if they don't feel like it. Look at this, being bought right back up. Say what you will, I'm still a bull in this market.
Yeah, see if it's a failed bounce. I mean, that is the value area high from New York session. I could see it potentially bouncing.
Someone says no more longs for me. Watch this. I want to be long this market. But I don't want to be long and holding it through a sell-off. That's insanity.
I mean, it looks like buyers did come in at that value area high. So I don't hate the longs now, Dakota.
Okay. Thanks, Baron.
I don't think you were wrong. I think you were just early.
That's right. You hear it? I'm never wrong. Just early. It needs to let me in though first. It might not let me in if this thing just pops through these 34s. It looks like that the V-shape recovery. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this is gonna let me in. I want to watch it first. I don't want to just buy it now because we don't have too much market structure. So we're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch. Be patient. Someone says up 1,050. Good job. All right. Let's see if we could build this position now. I want to see a higher low. That's really what I want to look for, is some type of a higher low that I want to be able to build off of.
Yeah, this might bounce here.
It's not out yet. I'm not liking it too much yet, Baron, but I want to see a higher low first.
Your IB is pretty much set now. Your 9 to 10 IB. So that might be the low. That might be the low of the night.
I'll know. I don't know yet. There's 6. Go 8. If we could hold over these 31s. If not, then that's it for me for this session. See. Check out the NQ pop. Ooh, I'll look at the Nasdaq in just a second. We're almost finished here, actually. Man, this time went by fast, man. This will be my last trade of the session. And I will be on fast markets bright and early tomorrow morning. All right, there's 12. I need a confirmation above 34. This is a tight stop.
That low is pretty damn close to value area high. From anchoring it from Asia last night to all the way through this session. So see a bounce there.
Yeah, I need to see a break through those 34s. So we're starting to pick up volatility again. So this is another big decision zone again. So we might see a big move in either direction here. That's the top of the hour too. So I'm going to play this trade out and then I'll end this, finish it. We didn't get to 800 likes though. Risking 200. Look at this back and forth. This back and forth.
It looks like buyers might step in here, Dakota.
No, I'm gonna.
You gonna call it?
I might just call it. Yeah, we're at the end of the stream. I'm down about $600. Call it 8 if this is a loss. My first loss. This might be my first loss in slow markets in over a month. It feels like. But we're not done yet. If buyers hold these 32s. Yeah, we're out. We're out. $800 tonight. First loss in quite a while. But job's not done. I will be on tomorrow morning for fast markets. Really early. I'll be there. Baron, any last words to finish off the show?
No. I got nothing. There's nothing going on in my head right now.
No.
I need to get some sleep.
Go get some sleep. Go enjoy Halloween. Have a fun weekend. Have a safe flight to California. And we'll hit it again. Slow markets, Sunday night, and tomorrow morning for fast markets. Take care, everybody, and see you then.
I'll see you, Dakota.
See ya.